Hello traders, and thanks for tuning in to this week's Market Outlook from Exness. I'm Michael Stark, Financial Content Manager, and in this video we're going to be giving a potential idea for a position over the next few days. What are the narratives that traders should be aware of that are driving that potential position, and the most important data and other news that might affect the results of the position. But before we get onto that, we're going to be looking back at what happened to last week's idea for a trade. Last week the idea was to buy gold against the US dollar from around 2015. That idea was fully successful, with the price moving up almost immediately afterwards to 2050 and then moving down afterwards to 2040. However, given the strength of the NFP last week, then it seems to be quite possible that the idea could still be active and the price might move up once again to that area. Now, for this week's idea, joining me is Andreas Themistocleous, trading specialist. Thanks very much, Andreas, for being here.
Hello, Michael, and thanks for having me. Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us.
So what's the idea, do you think, for a possible trade in the next few days?
So my attention for this week is shifted on the cable chart and more specifically on the daily chart on GBP USD for a potential buy position with a target around the 1.27600 or even 1.28.
And what do you think are the main narratives that are driving that possible move up?
The narratives for this week is mostly based on technical analysis, and let's just take a look at the chart. Okay, so if we take a look at the chart, the area of 1.27600 is not a random number. As we see here, is the 61.8% of the weekly Fibonacci retracement level, which is a very strong technical resistance area on the chart. Also, if we take a look back, we can see that the 1.28 price area here is an area of a major reaction in late September 2020. And also currently the 50-day moving average, simple moving average, is trading well above the 100-day moving average, indicating that the overall bullish momentum is still valid.
So for traders who want to take this position this week, what are some of the most important points of data or news from monetary policy or elsewhere that they would need to be aware of?
Okay, so for this week we have the Central Bank of England meeting on deciding on the monetary policy essentially on Thursday at 11 a.m. GMT. The market consensus is for a single hike, meaning they will increase the interest rates by 0.25%, which potentially could boost the price of quid against its pairs. Also, the investors and traders will pay close attention to the meeting following in an effort to get hints on future monetary developments from the Central Bank of England, if it's going to get more hawkish or more dovish. Also on Friday, we have the British GDP publication, the monthly one for the month of March, being published, where the expectation is there will be no changes. But if we see an actual surprise change on the figure, we could expect great volume building up.
Okay, thanks very much, Andreas. So in summary, the idea for potential trade this week is a buy for cable. And the narrative driving that is primarily technical, since 1.27600 is quite a significant technical area. It's possible that the price is going to move up significantly from there. And the key events the traders must monitor this week are primarily the Bank of England's meeting and press conference on Thursday, and secondarily British monthly GDP on Friday. Thanks very much, everybody, for joining us, and thanks in particular, Andreas, for being here with us to give the idea this week.
Thank you very much, Michael. Always remember, do your own research. This is not an investment advice, it's just a trading idea. Always manage your risks, and I wish you all successful trading.